Alrighty, my fellow YouTubers. Due to operating difficulties, like storage on my cell phone, my backup flip over there is so far like 45 minutes deep in filming, and I'm still trying to get. I guess I just put up the first video before I ran out of storage. The second one now, here I am, and the first one I think is 10 minutes. So I'm like an hour into trying to make a 20-minute film. I'm way off my budget. Anyway, let's get right to it. So here we go. We got the check out and leave your comments. Comments, comments, comments. Love them. We are going to start pulling this in and out. It's going to cause a magnetic induction from Ed's PMH, okay, to the copper through the dielectric, and we're going to be moving the magnet, the neodymium, around. That's hanging about 5 feet from the rafter using this thread, okay, just sewing thread. And then we're going to get into, what did I do with that? Can't forget my thing. Well, I got my static. Where is my static? I have a static rod that I actually set down somewhere that I just lost. And we need it. It's priority. There it is. Mr. Static is right there. So obviously we'll get back to this. This is iron, and it's been used as Ed's PMH, and pretty much is retaining magnetism. So obviously it has carbon in there, which would be steel. So this is just a regular wrench. It's not that strong, guys. It's barely staying up there, but there's energy trapped in there. So right now we are going to pull away, like Ed was doing in his in magnetic current, to where if you put a coil in there and you had a LED, not LED, but a light bulb, as you pull away, the coils inside or on both sides would, the light was back here, would go on and off. So it would be two flashes, ring bell twice, right? So here, we're going to move the magnet with no power. We just got this hooked up to ground. I showed you how it was hooked up on the other video. I'll go back into it in case you just started from this video. Here's this alligator clip, two ends, right? One end's connected to the coil. The other end's going to a magnet, which is going to the iron, which goes down into Ed's pipe here I have, and is about 8 feet deep, something like that. So that's the other end of this coil. So what I did by doing that is I gave this coil a something to kick off from, I would say. It's tapped to ground, right? So right now the energy from ground is working its way through the iron, through the magnet, down the copper wire, into this coil, and giving it something to lean on. If you were to jump from this end to this end, and you weren't standing on anything over here, you wouldn't be able to get over here. But if you had something to kick off from, most likely you'd be able to jump. By giving it ground, that's what we're doing right now. So I want you to see this, guys. You ready? Watch. Not so much. I'm going to pull and go back and forth. But watch how that magnet starts moving around. And watch, I have to get in the rhythm. You see it just stopped? I have to get in a rhythm. If I pull it away the right time, it is like Tesla's kid on the swing. That's why you see me working on. There you go. Look at this, guys. I got to pull it away the right time and collapse the field the right time. Look at that. I'm going to stop for a second. You can see it. It's going to teeter back down, right? How you like my pendulum? I'm not doing it. I got this in my hand. It's still teetering. Let's keep it going. Watch this. Let me, phone issues. Let me, so I got to bang it the right time, okay? And then if I bang it the wrong time, I could almost like stop it dead in its tracks. Watch. Let's do it repeatedly here. And you can, look, you can see it's starting to, it's shaking. You see that thing shaking? It's not touching anything. Okay? I'm just, and you can see it. But now look, I'll just get to a rhythm. And I know when to hit it. So now we can get it swinging. Just like Tesla's coil, because he's banging that primary at the right time. And he's getting everything to push out. That's why that energy that's trapped in the top load gets pushed out. And the faster you push it out, the faster energy. Look, I almost got this thing coming right out of, yeah, it's all about timing, guys. All right, so enough fun. I can keep going on and on with this. Let's put that back there and let it go. Now let's put you over here, and what we're going to do is we're going to introduce Mr. Static, okay? This is where magnetic and static. You're going to see, oh geez, how am I going to do this? All right, so this is moving. Maybe we should stop it. All right, we're going to stop it. I got to charge this, so I'm going to use this and my t-shirt, and I'm going to charge this thing up statically, okay? So it's a piece of plastic charged up statically. You got static charge here. So let me look on your end, see what you see. So watch the string. You're going to see the string. All right, so I'm going to pick you up, and I'm going to get you in the right position. You can see what I'm working on. So watch the string here. And you can see the string is reacting. Now what happened just now is the string touched this plastic. So what happened there is I transferred the energy in here into that string. So what's going to happen now? That string is going to repel. Okay, look, it's pushing away. It's repelling, okay? So I just induced the charge into that string. Now let me show you something what happens. Start watching the magnet respond. As I see that, look, it's just the watch, see that? Look at the tension between the string and the rod. Now the magnet has tension created on the magnet. Let's start moving in and out. Let's start moving the magnet. So we're not moving the magnet per se, the magnet, but we're using static in the string. And you can see we're making it repel by touching it. First we charge the wand, I'll call it. Then we transfer that energy over to the string. And now that string is putting tension on that magnet and causing that magnet to do its thing. Now let's show one other thing. I'm going to put you back over here. And what we're going to do this time, we're going to flip you over, is I'm going to charge this wand with my shirt next to that magnet. And we're going to see if the magnet starts. We're going to see if there's a response to me doing this near it. So I'm actually creating, I believe, an oscillating static field, okay? Now, obviously to the coil, I don't see much of anything, okay? Now let's go near it into the field around it. Now, obviously what I see so far is the string is responding to the static. The magnet's not responding, okay? Now, the reason I'm showing this to you guys, let's get you back over here, is that based on this guy right here, these elements, 92 of them, all have different atoms that have different electron radial positioning, I would call it. Probably better words to use, but I'm going to use it in the way I understand it. Is that every electron has a different rotation angularly wise to the atom. So the atom itself has a pole divide, a north and a south, okay, which gives it a position of upright. So your atoms could be turned a little bit this way, or it could be turned a little bit this way, based on that angle that that atom, which to me is a molecule, and that molecule has a not only a certain orbit around it that you have to align, just like the molecules in iron. You magnetize them, align them, and they stick and stay, and it gives it a direct pathway through the alignment of the molecules. So with those being said, we're going to leave that there. But what I have to add to that is that there is another element that we're going to bring to this on another video that takes that static and transforms it, it, to make that magnet start moving. And we're going to come over here to my little collection up here, and could it be gold? Could it be silver? Could it be bismuth? Could it be quartz crystal? Could it be magnesium? Could it be copper or tin or nickel or clear crystal or graphene or rose crystal? What is it? Leave your comments. That's going to be the next level, the next element that we need to bring into this area to make that static transform itself into magnetic. It's the layer after layer. Leave your comments, guys. Peace out. Love you, Ed Leedskalnin.